our book bubble.
Today we're going to talk about our top 25 book/series.
Okay, to start us off, we have Take a Bow by Elizabeth Eulberg, and she's probably one of my favorite authors, and that is like the best book ever.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome. So do you want the next one?
Then we have the Harry Potter series, of course, by J.K. Rowling.
Which is just awesome. You just can't compare. And then we have Percy and the Olympians and Heroes of Olympus, which we're counting as one because Riordan is just amazing.
Then we have The Total Tragedy of a Girl Named Hamlet by Erin, Dionne.
Which is really good despite the weird name.
Yeah.
And then we have Starcrossed by Josephine Angelini.
Yes.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Which is really good. And it's about like Greek gods, sort of. So
it's like descendants from Greek gods, Scions.
Yeah, it's like a grown-up version of Percy Jackson. So then we have
Paranormalcy by Kiersten.
The whole series.
Yeah.
There's 3, I think, and they're so good. And then, of course, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, which is like so depressing but so amazing.
Then Heist Society by Ali Carter.
Which has 3 books now, right?
Yeah.
Is it done?
Spies. I don't know.
I think it's done. And then we have The Secrets of the Immortal Flamel, which is probably one of the most confusing book series I've ever read. They're so good, and yes, they have to do with the concept of the Philosopher's Stone from Harry Potter, and that is the same Flamel. And there's like 8 of them or something, I think.
No, there's 6.
There's 6? Oh, they're long.
Yeah. It's by Micheal Scott.
So good.
And then there's the Divergent series by Veronica, Roth.
Which I'm assuming you all know is just amazing. Yeah. And then we have the Mortal Instruments / the Infernal devices, because Cassandra and Clare wrote both of them, and they're all amazing, and they're all linked together, and they're so weird but confusing.
And then there's The Sisters Grimm by Micheal Buckley, which is like
it's like fairy tale, but Midsummer's Night Dream.
It's about basically the brother Grimm stories, fairy tales.
They're a little bit like, maybe shorter for the younger side, but we read them like a year or 2 and they're so good. And then we have the Maze Runner series by Dashner, which is going to be a movie in September, and I'm so excited. And that's very post-apocalyptic too.
Then there's 39 Clues,
which is by like a bajillion authors, but Riordan too.
It's kind of for younger people too, but
they're so good and they're so mysterious, and I never really understood them. And then we have Hunger Games, obviously by Suzanne, which is another creepy post-apocalyptic book.
And then the Ruby Red series by Kerstin, which is basically about like, kind of like Chun travelers. It's like history.
Yeah.
And
then we have Getting Over Garrett by Abby McDonald, and that was a White Pine nominee, which is why I read it last year. And it is so good and so inspirational, and Abby McDonald's an amazing author. I've read a bunch of other books.
Then The Frog Princess by E.D. Baker. It's also kind of
a little bit younger.
Yeah.
But it's fairy tale-y, and there's like, I totally know this. There's 8 now, because the last one just came out. They're really good, and I love them so much. And then we have Matched by Ali Condi.
Yeah.
And those are really good, and they're post-apocalyptic too.
Then The Selection by Kiera. Yeah.
More post-apocalyptic. But this one's princessy, sort of, in a way. It's still creepy.
Kind of like The Bachelorette too.
Yeah, it is. Except...
Or Bachelor.
Yeah, it's like The Bachelor, except...
he's a prince.
There's a lot more waiting on it than that.
Yeah.
And then we have Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins, which is really cool, and it's kind of like about like demons and witches and stuff, but it's set in like a teenage setting.
Like school. Then there's Beautiful Creatures by Jamie Garcia and Margaret Stoll.
I don't really know how to explain those books. They're confusing, but they're like kind of magical witchy things.
It's like about witches.
But they're so cute. Lena and Ethan are so cute. They're so adorable. And that was a really good movie. Sort of, they changed it.
Then there's... No, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. The Radley Bloom series by Alison Noel. There's also her Evermore series, but I liked her Radley Bloom series more, even if they were a little bit for younger people, and I think there's 4 out of those.
Then we have Cloaked by Alex Finn. It's also kind of like fairy tale.
We read a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then there's 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher, which is so sad, but it's so enlightening and inspirational, and wow. Yeah, that book.
That's it.
So that was our top 25 favorite books and series.
And we hope to see you again next time.
Thank you for visiting.